So, how you guys doing? Today, we are going to have another little discussion. Yesterday, I went over, beating your kids. Ooh, losing control. What kind of respect do you want? One of fear? Is that what you want? Someone to respect you because they fear you? Because they say, okay, I respect you, stop beating me? Nah, it doesn't work for no one wins in that. That doesn't work that way. Doesn't work that way. So anyhow, today we're going to have a little talk about maybe cleaning my room, but yeah, let's talk about lies. Whether it's a big lie or a little lie. What is a lie? Well, basically, it's George Washington saying, I can't tell a lie. I really did cut down the cherry tree. And that's what we all grew up with, the myth about a lie. Or not to lie. Tell the truth. So when you're a kid, you said, tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, you get the crap beat out of you because, you told the truth and you weren't supposed to do what the truth indicated you did. So what do? We learn not to tell the truth. And that's what we think the lies are. Tell the truth or not to tell the truth. You go to court, you're under oath. The fear of God, you put your hand on the Bible and swore you'd tell the truth. Well, not many people do that in court anyhow. So, what is a lie? What is a lie? Well, let's just take us when we're kids. When we're innocent little kids, what do we want? We just want to be happy. We cry when we're hungry. Feed me. Okay, stop crying. We cry when our diapers are full of poo. Change me. Okay, stop crying. We cry when we're sleepy. Okay, go to sleep. Wake up, don't cry. We cry when we need love. That's basically all we need. It's just a little attention from mom and dad, a little bit of love. We cry and then we get it and we go, okay. And what do? We run around trying to discover stuff. We put shit in our mouths. We touch things. We try to walk. We do all this stuff. We're on a path of discovery. We're trying to figure out what it is we are doing here in this form, this little body. I got a little body. Let's see how it works. Let's see what things taste like. I hear things. I see things. I smell things. Trying to figure it all out. Okay? So what's the lie? The lie is that we are all being judged, for better or for worse, and that our sole purpose here on this planet is to be judged, and judged in the good sense. And what's that? It depends on the society we live in. But the whole purpose is to be judged. And in that purpose judgment thing, we are trained, so to say, by punishment and reward. The older we get, finally our parents figure we're not cute anymore. So they say, oh, you better behave or I'll send you to your room. Oh, you better behave or I'll spank you. Or you better behave or you won't get any ice cream for dessert or get to watch Mickey Mouse or whatever. That's punishment and reward. If we behave, we get our ice cream. If we don't, we go to our room hungry or get the crap beat out of us like Adrian Peterson does to his kids. That's punishment and reward. That's how you train a dog. That's obedience school. Anyhow, so then we go off to school and the teachers say the same thing. You better behave in class or I'll send you to the principal. That's the big judgment guy, the principal. And what's he going to do? Send you home with a note. Blah, blah, blah. Well, if you don't want to be in school, then it's better to go home with a note. But then the big fear thing is, if you don't behave in school and go to classes and pass, You'll grow up to be a truck driver or a ditch digger or no good Smedley. Whatever. Punishment, reward. We are trained through fear. That's why I call it training. It's through fear. And if we do the right things, then we'll get the doggy biscuit. If we roll over and learn to shake hands, we'll get the doggy biscuit. And then when we get out of school, or in school, our coaches, you want to play in the team, you want to get a letter, then you got to beat the crap out of someone else and do all this weird shit, calisthenics and all that. Punishment reward. If you don't, then you'll sit on the bench and the girls won't like you. Well, the girls don't like me anyhow, so, okay. So, then politicians say that. Come fight this war for me and my bankers, but you go kill people, which is against your nature, but you go kill other people because if you don't, the fear thing, you're a traitor or you're an outcast. You're not part of this society. You got to defend this society. That's fear and reward. And if you do it and you kill more other guys, then, well, obviously, then they kill you. Then you get a medal. And you get rewarded for that. And you go, yeah. You get parades and you wave to everybody. You go, yeah, look at that guy. He killed more people. He gets rewarded. I don't know if there's any kind of reward for that. A lot of people have a hard time after the fact. And no matter how justified it is, it's a difficult thing to have going on with. Anyhow, so I said, well, you know what? I'm going to go to church. I'm going to see if I can get some satisfaction somewhere. What do you hear? The preachers and the pundits and the whatever you call an inman, or depends on what church you go to or where you go to worship. But it's punishment and reward. If you listen to me, then, eventually, when you die, you'll get rewarded with freedom. But you don't get it until you die. And you don't get it unless you listen to me. That's a punishment and reward. That's training. We have to keep going back to hear that stuff. We have to keep going back to accept hearing that stuff with the promise that, that's our shaking our hands, our rolling over, our begging, with the promise that when we're no longer here, we'll get the reward. We'll get the doggy biscuit. We'll get into the gated community of infinity. So what's the big lie? The big lie is we're here to perform for everyone else except ourselves, for everyone else except for our Creator. That church thing, they say it's our Creator, but that's someone else telling us that. All along the line, someone has told us something. Have we ever found anything that we know for ourselves? That we really know in the core of our being, this is it? This is it? This is my communication with myself. This is the entity of being. Do we know that? It's something that we don't have to be told. Doesn't matter what someone tells us, how good it is, how bad it is, whether it exists, whether it doesn't exist. We know it for our fact. We know it for ourselves. We don't have to perform. That thing doesn't judge us. We paint beautiful pictures about it. So I guess that's a judgment. But the thing is, we can accept it. So what's the big lie? What are we talking about, the lies? Well, basically everything we have been told in our lives is someone else's point of view. We have yet to experience what we know within ourselves as the freedom of our own being. And it's handed down time and time again, generation to generation. Someone else tells us, we better be this way, you better behave. There's a big judgment entity. Can't wait to criticize you. Here we are, folks, planet Earth, enjoying this life. And we're believing that it's all so we can be judged. Okay. I guess that would be considered a humongous lie. Okay. Smedley is signing off.